Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you're having a great day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And today I'm actually going to be sharing how to get your life together for 2020. If you guys have been living under a rock, we are now in a new year, a new decade, and I think it's about time we get ourselves together and kind of make this year better than all the other years before. I'm going to share with you some tips on how to do that. I hope you guys enjoy this video. And let's get on to the video. Before I share my tips with you guys, I do want to bring up some things about New Year's resolutions. I think what happens with our New Year's resolutions all the time is that we set these goals, these incredible, huge goals, and then we work hard to achieve them, I guess, for the first couple weeks of the new year, and then we give up on them because we try so hard to actually get to the top where we want to be in the beginning of the year, and then we just give up because our goals are way too unrealistic. And that's something that we should all work on and start with smaller goals and build ourselves up so that we don't give up in the middle of the year to achieve them. So I'm going to kind of give some tips that help out with that as well. And yeah, let's make this year the best one so far. The first tip I'm going to be sharing with you guys is to have a planner or a bullet journal. I know this is what we usually do in the beginning of the year, and then we give up on it and never write on it again. I've had these moments, but I've actually had a bullet journal for a year in 2019, and I'm starting one again, and I find that this really helps me out throughout the year, and I think you guys could really enjoy it as well. So I'm going to be showing a little bit of, I guess, my bullet journal as this passes through so you'll see, but it really is helpful to keep your goals in track. I do write down my goals and everything like that, and everything I want to accomplish for the year. This is so helpful because it does motivate me throughout the year to keep going with these goals, and I track my moods, my habits, and everything like that, and it just makes me truly a better person. I could feel more accomplished when I get home after a hard day, and I just fill out everything that's happened throughout the day so I can remember it and track everything that went on to possibly improve the day as I go on to the next one, I guess. So a planner really does help out. It's great to track anything that you need to track, any dates, events, doctor's appointments, anything you absolutely need can be in this planner and in such easy reach. So I really think it's a helpful tip to get a planner or just a notebook, if anything, and I guess write down anything you need. The next tip is to declutter everything. I don't just mean your room, but I mean your phone and your whole entire life. We are starting new, we are starting fresh, and it's important to be happy with what we already have and not come into the new year feeling disorganized, messy, unmotivated. That's the worst thing that you can do to further accomplish these goals. This is a video to also teach you guys how to accomplish the goals and to get ahead when it comes to them as well. So it's very important to declutter, like I mentioned. I actually decluttered my desk and my little unit space from IKEA. My room is now much cleaner and motivates me to work and to do anything else that I need to do so well, which is so great because I actually feel good in my space now and it's not cluttered. And when I walk into my room, I don't want to sit and do nothing. I actually want to get work done, to do things that motivate me and make me feel productive. So I would start by cleaning up your room, throwing out everything. I would bring a trash bag into your room, clear up anything that you may need, and throw everything out that you won't touch ever again. This includes your closet, your clothes. You can donate, you can sell them at Poshmark and apps like that. Everything like that I would clean and declutter. While we're on the topic of decluttering and cleaning, I would get your phone, which we spend so much time on it, and I would just wipe it down. To begin with, I do want a fresh new phone in 2020. You don't want to feel cluttered and having apps that you will never use ever again. So it is important to go ahead and get that phone, give it a little wipe down, and delete apps that you don't use. I cannot stress this enough. It's so sucky to, I guess, start the new year with apps that you don't want to use and things that are cluttering up your phone with thousands of blurry pictures that you'll never use again. I would tackle that in the new year. It's very important to have a fresh start, which is something that I've been bringing up this whole entire video, but I would delete apps that you don't use and delete thousands of pictures that you probably have in your phone that aren't worth anything. So I would go ahead and do that. I actually was deleting some pictures as well, and it feels so good to clear off your space, your phone. You spend so much time on it, it might as well be clean and organized. And while we're on that, I guess, topic, I would also delete some emails, especially if you have a work or school email account. I would delete those emails because you probably have buildups of thousands of emails that you don't need at all, and it just feels so good to have the couple of emails all organized into little spaces. Google is great with that. You can also organize your documents into folders, and it just makes it so great to have everything organized and to have your life pretty much put together, which is what we're trying to accomplish for the year. We are productive, we are put together, and we've got this year. You got to clean up your space though. The next aspect of life that you do need to tackle for 2020 is school. If you're a student, you know how messy everything can get, from your backpack to your documents at school to assignments that have been piling up. You know this is insane, and 2020 is the best start, I guess, to go ahead and tackle all those assignments that you haven't finished. If there's any assignments that aren't submitted yet or that are late, or any papers that are cluttering up your book bag or just your folders in general, I would get those things, take some time, it doesn't even take that long, and just take out those papers, anything like that that could be cluttering up your space and making you less motivated for school, which then also drops your grades, which is something that we don't want. You can go ahead and throw out all those papers and things that are cluttering up your book bag. This is a great time. We're like in the middle of the school year, kind of going into, I guess, second semester, depending on where you are. And your book bag being cleared for the brand new year is something that is so important and would motivate many people to get a fresh start when it comes to school, just get better grades and things like that. This is a great time to start fresh, just like the first day of school when you're all motivated and now your notebooks look like, we're not going to bring up our notebooks, but you know what I mean. Let's declutter everything and make everything back to square one. Now, back to talking about your goals and things you want to accomplish this year. Something great that you can do is make a mood board. I'll put a picture over here in case you guys are interested, or just something to kind of put your energy for the new year out so that you can look at it every single day. Maybe even if it's a paper that you print out with a bunch of different ideas and goals you want to accomplish. It's so great to have those things on your wall or on your desk, somewhere that you can see it to motivate you to work hard to reach those goals. I think it's so important to write lists and to even put them on your wall. Anything or anywhere that you'll see them, it's so important to motivate yourself visually as well. So there's mood boards and things like that that you can put your energy out into the universe to make it happen and to make you work hard for it as well. And I think it's really great to get that energy and get that motivation and put it all into one place where you can see it every single day when you come home from work or from school. I think it's so great to just have everything in one place and be able to see it to motivate you for the new year. If not yourself, who is going to motivate you? You have to start with yourself first and motivating yourself before you move on to anybody else. So I think it's very important to do that, to write down those goals, make those lists, and put them somewhere where you can see them every single day. Something that could be great to pump you up and motivate you to get in the cleaning mood or decluttering to start a brand new, fresh year is to make a playlist of songs that you enjoy, a brand new playlist. Even if it's things that are throwbacks and bring you nostalgia, anything that you like, to make a playlist to motivate you to go ahead and clean and to pump you up to start getting your space ready for the new, fresh year. To start off the new year with a fresh, brand new house, I would go around the different areas of your home and write down things that you want to accomplish for each area. Say you go to the living room and you want to vacuum, you can write down little lists with different categories of things that you want to do for each space in your home. I think that would be extremely helpful and useful to go ahead and tackle everything you need to do in your home to feel fresh and new, and then burn a candle afterwards. The new year is also a time where people try to tackle and accomplish their fitness goals, and I think it's really important to write those down as well. So say you want to do 20 planks per day. You can write some little squares. I do this in my bullet journal. I could actually put a little example picture but basically you just write all the little squares for each day of the month and you fill it in for every single day that you do that goal. I think that really truly helps me accomplish these goals because I like seeing the thing filled in instead of with a bunch of empty spaces. So I think it's great to track your process throughout the months to motivate you to keep it going and to not give up on your goals mid-year. A huge part of the new year is, of course, self-improvement. I think this is super important and one of the top things to becoming the better version of yourself for the new decade and the new year. And I think some ways that you can practice different things to, help out your self-improvement is things like journaling and writing down your thoughts and how you could improve yourself compared to the version of you from last year. So a thing you can do is write to bring into 2020 and to leave in 2019 habits that you used to have or ways that you used to see things in the world. So say you were a very negative person in 2019, you should write down how to make yourself more positive in 2020 in things such as your mindset and changing how you react when people tell you things, to just improve yourself and to compare last year's you versus this year's you, which is going to make you much better this year, which is what we're striving for as well. So ways to do this is to think, how can I improve myself and how do other people see me when they speak to me? And how can I change myself to the better version of me that I'd like to encounter and that other people would as well? It's not just about the goals you want to set, it's also about how you want your life to be in 2020. It's important to write down, these are all things, by the way, that you can do in a journal or in a planner or just a bullet journal like I showed you before. It's important to write down how you want to see yourself become in 2020 and how you want your life to turn out in the next, say, 5 years. It's great to jot down some ideas of where you want to be when it comes to things such as your personality, your life, your career, your school, your job, anything like that, different categories of yourself and your life that you want to improve, to jot down how you want to be in the next 5 years and how you're going to get to that step. It's hard to set goals and not accomplish them if you don't explain how you're going to get to where you want to be. So it's important to explain not only to other people but to yourself how you're going to get to accomplish the goals that you want to. Some people might be wondering how they can accomplish their goals if they're a very busy person or if they don't have a lot of time to do what they want to, set themselves to do. And something that you could do is dedicate, even if it's just 5 minutes a day, to accomplishing that goal. One of my New Year's resolutions is to start learning French and to, improve on a new language. And something that I'm going to do is just set 5 minutes aside every single day, which is not a long time at all when I could be doing something else that's less productive, to go ahead and download Duolingo, the language app, and just to go ahead and learn French, and to give 5 minutes out of my day to practice something that I want to accomplish is a great way to build habits and to keep yourself doing the things that you want to do. There are always other ways to motivate yourself, such as podcasts, other YouTube videos, as well as books that you can read. There's so many books about lifestyle and self-improvement that you can go ahead and search up. I'll put some ideas up here, and these books will motivate you as well to go ahead and become the better version of you. Is the thing that we're trying to do for 2020. Everyone wants to become their better self, and I think it's so important to go ahead and accomplish these goals and set these tasks to focus on so that we can have the best year ever. We are all together in this and we need to motivate each other, not just ourselves. So I think it's great that you guys listen on these tips, maybe jot down some notes or some ideas that you want to keep in mind, and hopefully this is extremely helpful to getting this to be the best year ever. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this video, and I really appreciate you guys if you stayed till the end. Hopefully these tips help you out and to get your life together for the new year, accomplish those goals, and become the best version of yourself that you can be. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are loved, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys!